Hey guys, welcome to the Simplify Your Life podcast. It's Coach Simona, and I'm glad you decided to tune in. What's up, guys? In today's episode, we'll explore what your intuition actually is, and I will give you my step-by-step process on how you can tune in and listen to it clearly. First, let's clarify what your intuition is. It's what most people call their inner voice or gut feeling, the ability to understand something instinctively without the need for conscious reasoning. When you tap into your intuition, you can hear your inner wisdom, and it often feels like something inside of you feels strongly about doing something in a certain way. Not all of us find it that easy to tap into their inner voice. For example, if you have lots of childhood traumas or feel afraid of being vulnerable, you may have built a wall around your inner wisdom, and you're probably not very good at listening to your intuition. That's because as a child, you've been taught to listen to your parents rather than to yourself. Don't worry, that's pretty normal, especially given the times we all live in. Ages ago, Asian tribes had rituals that empowered them to tune into their feelings, pray together, and connect through their inner wisdom. They obviously had no TV, smartphones, or other electronics to cloud their own opinions and judgments. Don't get me wrong, all types of technology helps us evolve as a society, but I can't help but wonder just how much of a toll they're taking on us too. For example, our intuition becomes harder and harder to listen to because we have all these outside sources of information telling us who to be, what to do, how to react, and even what to feel. So how can you tap into your intuition despite all of that social conditioning? The first step is to meditate. I know, another episode mentioning meditation on this podcast. Although it may get repetitive at times, it took me 2 years to finally start meditating regularly, and I believe it has absolutely changed my life. As a life and relationship coach, I've been researching the scientific benefits of meditation, as well as other people's experiences with it. And it looks like I'm not the only one coming to the conclusion that meditation is beneficial for a lot of areas in your life, your intuition included. Why is meditation so connected to listening to your intuition? It's very simple. When you meditate, you center yourself in the present moment, calm yourself down, and become aware of the sensations in your body, as well as your thoughts. By meditating regularly, you let go of your mind chatter, or at least don't pay that much attention to it anymore, and tune into your inner world instead. In order for your intuition to spark, though, you have a bit more work to do. That's why meditation itself is not enough. And here comes step number 2. Become aware of your negative thought patterns. We all have those. Some of the most popular ones I've heard from my clients are, "I'm not good enough," or "I'm ugly," or "Other people are going to hurt me. I can't allow myself to be vulnerable," etc. Whatever your negative beliefs are, I want you to pause this audio, get a piece of paper, and write down as many of them as you can think of. Ready? Okay. Now let's take a look at them. I want you to pay special attention to each and every one of them. Dig deeper if you can. Try to remember who told you each and every one of them. What was the situation you were in? How did you feel at the time? Did you make a promise to yourself to shut your feelings down, which also includes turning off your intuition, to not get hurt again? Be honest with yourself. If any feelings arise, don't worry, that's normal. It's a sign that you're healing, and you need to let them out if you really want to get rid of your pain. Now that you're aware of your negative beliefs, every time you feel that emotional or physical pressure that you associate with one of your traumas, remember that it's just a thought. Observe it and try to let it go. It may seem pretty hard at first, but if you commit to doing it on a daily basis, you'll see how much better you'll become at recognizing your negative beliefs and seeing them for what they actually are. Thoughts that you used to believe about yourself and the world around you. Not anymore. Now it's time to get to the final step. Ask yourself some questions and be prepared to listen. The best way to tap into your intuition is to get to know how it feels like when it's there. What you can do for starters is to ask yourself some critical questions and wait for the response. And here's how you're going to do that. Find a quiet place and sit somewhere you know you won't be disturbed. Think of a question that's been bothering you. For example, should I leave my partner? Now, I want you to listen as an observer to what's going on inside you. Do you have any resistance to make that decision? Do you feel guilt? Are you scared? Do you still love them? Do you think you could work on your relationship? Or are you sure it's time to move on? Listen carefully to your intuition. It's your best source of information because it knows what's best for you. Not your parents, not your friends, not even your partner. Only you know what's best for you. If some of your thoughts revolve around, what is this person going to think if I do this? Or, how is that person going to react if I say this? Then I recommend you listen to my podcast episode on how to stop caring what other people think of you. It's very important to stop all the distractions and tune into your own feelings. By not letting other people dictate how to live your life, you're going to achieve just that. To sum up, here's what you're going to do continuously. It's not going to happen overnight. You have to practice these things in order for them to work. Here's once again what they are. Meditate. Become aware of your negative beliefs. And ask yourself questions. Once you get used to these 3 steps, you'll notice that your inner voice will be louder, more prominent, and you won't even have to think about it. All of the decisions that took you hours, even days to make, will become easier, and all the answers will come naturally to you without having to ask the closest people to you for advice. Remember, you have all the answers to all the questions you could possibly ask. And if you quite don't think so, or need a little help until you start to, book a free session with me, and I will guide you through it, until you do. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope this episode was helpful. If it was, please like it, and subscribe to my channel to find out even more ways to simplify your life every single week. I'm sending you all my love. Till next Tuesday.